Hannies, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I have this eyeshadow look for you guys. Now, I didn't do my foundation because literally it's like the exact same thing. I haven't changed anything. I'm still using my Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Foundation. You guys, this has been like my go-to lately. It is so freaking bomb. I've used it before, but then I recently did a Maybelline video where I used a bunch of Maybelline products and I forgot how good this foundation really is. If you guys haven't tried this, I highly recommend it. Go to your nearest drugstore and pick it up because it is seriously so bomb. But anyways, it's not about Maybelline today. It's about this eyeshadow. Now, I did use about 3 palettes to create this eyeshadow. Mostly 1 palette, but for like the shimmery shade, I definitely used 2 palettes. They're both from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and then the other one is from Urban Decay, which you guys will see in today's eyeshadow tutorial. But I just wanted to sit here really quick and do a really quick intro and let you guys know. I hope that you have a beautiful New Year's Eve. I am forever grateful for you guys. 2019 was definitely my best year yet. I've had a lot of ups and downs this year, but for the most part, they were all ups. And I honestly can't wait for 2020. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely feel like 2020 is going to be a very, very good year. I don't know why. I'm just throwing that out in the universe right now, but I just feel like 2020 is going to be my year, and I hope that 2020 is going to be your guys' year. Remember to never give up on your dreams, never stop believing in what you believe in, and keep pushing and keep moving forward. As long as you're consistent and you love what you do, everything is going to go so well. And of course, do not forget to pray to God. Give God all of your problems, all of your dreams, and he will take care of the rest. I'm so blessed to have all of you in my life and for allowing my channel to grow little by little. I am honestly forever grateful. If I could give every single one of you guys a hug and a kiss, I definitely would. Pero desde aquí, besitos, los quiero mucho. And I hope that you guys have a beautiful New Year's. And yeah, let's go ahead and jump in. Going into my Morphe M433, you guys know that this is my jam. I love it so much. Love that brush. And then I'm going into my Urban Decay Cherry palette. I haven't used this palette in a hot minute. And I'm going to be picking up the color called Juicy. Now I'm going to be placing this right in the crease and then going to buff it in and out towards the inner and outer corner. But basically using this as our transition shade. So you want to build up the intensity as much as you like. And I just realized that I still don't have flowers in my flower vase in the background. I am such a huge procrastinator when it comes to that, so I am so sorry. With the shade called Devilish, you guys, I'm going to make it a little bit darker in my crease, but I'm mainly focusing this color towards the, like right in the center of my crease and then going outwards towards the outer corner. That's where I pretty much want the darkness, and then with whatever I have left, I will take it towards the inner corner, but I'm not applying too much product towards the inner corner. I mainly want to focus this, or focus just the darkness towards the outer corner of our eye. And of course, going back and forth with the 2 colors that we have placed on our lid. No other color just yet. I'm just intensifying the eyeshadow a little bit more and going back and forth between those 2 shadows. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to go into the shade called Privacy, which is the darker eyeshadow from the palette, and I'm still using my Morphe M433, and we're going to be placing this just towards the outer corner. That is the only place that we're going to be placing the shadow. I'm still using the same brush. I haven't switched brushes. I love this brush so much, you guys, because it can literally get a full eyeshadow look done with just using this particular brush. And then at this point too, once I do place that shade, I do go back and forth with the last shadow that we just placed, and I blend both of these together. Going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, I'm taking the shade called Noir since we don't have a black eyeshadow in the cherry palette, and I want this look to look a little bit more smokier. So I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm placing it right on top of the shade called Privacy, and then I go back into Privacy and Nowhere, which is just that nice matte black, and I start to blend both of them together until I am happy with the outcome. So at this point, you guys just kind of take your time, really sit there and blend it out, perfect it to how you want it and as intense as you want it. You don't have to do it super dark. I just want it to look a little bit more smokier since we are inspired by a New Year's Eve eyeshadow look, but it's totally up to you. Using my S20 Morphe brush, I'm picking up the shade Nowhere, again that black matte, as well as the shade called Privacy, and I'm going to place it right in the inner corner to create a halo look. Using my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Beige, I'm going to go ahead and start to apply my concealer just in the center of my lid since we are doing more of a halo look. And I'm using my Sigma F75. You guys already know I love this concealer brush. Of course, use code Sandy for 10% off. And then I'm using my Morphe brush again just to blend out the edges of the concealer. Now, we only place it, you guys, in the center, and then we start to kind of create kind of like a half moon, but we're not going to go all the way towards the inner or outer corner. And the reason, you guys, why I do blend out the inner and outer corner of that concealer is because so that way I have a nice, more of a smooth canvas. So that way, once we do go in and start packing eyeshadows, it blends really nicely without seeing like that harsh concealer underneath. So that's the reason why I personally like to blend it out. Now for the outer corner, I'm going to go back into my Morphe M433 and I'm just going to pick up more of that shade Privacy from the Cherry Urban Decay palette and start to just pat the eyeshadow towards the outer corners. Going back to the S20 pencil brush by Morphe, I'm doing the exact same thing in the inner corners. Switching palettes, my loves, so I'm going into the ABH x NORVINA palette and I'm picking up the shade called Celestial using my MAC 239 brush. I'm going to be placing this eyeshadow towards the outer and inner corner where we place the shade called Privacy. So I like to go in with a darker eyeshadow. This one is has a little bit of plum and violet in it. So the reason why I go in with the darker shimmer shadow is because I like the transition better so that once we go in with the main lid shade on the lid, it all blends really well. Versus if we go in with something more lighter towards the outer and inner corners, I feel like it doesn't blend very well, if that makes any sense. So for the main lid, I'm going back to a different palette, the CARLI BYBEL in collab with ABH, and I'm picking up the shade called Mandala, and I wanted the main lid color to be like, I want it to pop because of course this is a New Year's Eve look, so we definitely want something more shimmery so that once you take pictures, this is like the main focus. And this is a metallic duochrome, and it's a nice shade of a light purple, and I just feel like it screams New Year's Eve to me. Since for the new year I want to walk in with purple eyeshadow, but I feel like this definitely made it for me and it really pops. Going into the ILUVSARAII in ColourPop Cosmetics, this is a lip pencil. I forgot the name, but I will link it down below if you guys are interested. But I'm going to use it as an eyeliner today because I can't find, to save my life, a purple liner. So basically this is going to be our base for our lower lash line, and we're going to place this towards the inner and outer corner and just leaving a negative space right in the center. To blend out that liner, you guys, I'm going to go into my Sigma pencil brush, the E30, and going back to the Cherry Urban Decay palette, taking the shade called Privacy and start to smoke that out. Going back to that same pencil brush, and I'm applying a little bit of Celestial right in the middle where we left a negative space. Using my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara, and while my falsie is dry, I am going into my MAC 266. Since I want a little bit more darkness, I'm applying it really close to the lash line, and I'm just using that black matte shadow from the Soft Glam palette. Using my Morphe M514, I'm picking up the shade called Hotspot and a little bit of Juicy, and I'm going to start to highlight my brow bone as well as my inner corner. I don't want too much shimmer or too much glitter going on the eyes since I want the main focus to be the center of the lid, so I'm going in with two matte shades. I'm going to go into another coat of mascara just to make it look a little bit more smokier and a little bit darker. I do like my lower lashes to look a little bit fuller, so I do go in ham with mascara. So I wanted to add just a hint of glitter, like literally just a little bit. So I'm using my middle finger to apply it, and I'm using the shade Pink from MAC Cosmetics. I don't know if they have that still available. I'll double check for you guys, but I just wanted just a little bit of glitter. All right, my honeys, that is pretty much it for today's eyeshadow tutorial glam look for New Year's Eve. If you guys do recreate it, please tag me on Instagram because I would love to see your recreations. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all next year. I love you. Besitos. Bye.